Hi, fellow Robloxians. Today we're going to be working on the juice bar right back here. This is my stand, and we'll work on the game passes up here. We need a lot more game passes, and want to put good pictures on those to help get more donations. But before I do that, let's first go around and do some fast donations ourselves in here. Let's see what we got. 25, too expensive. 2, we can do it 2. We'll buy that one. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. I think I can do a 5. We'll do this one. There it is. And right here we can do the 1. See what else we got? No buttons, no buttons. Okay, let's do a 5 here. There we go. And we got some buttons over here. 5, we'll do a 5. I'm doing the minimums, as you can see, because I don't have a whole lot of Robux. But I got a few, so I can do a little bit. Okay, 16, too expensive. We can do a 2. One of the reasons why I think you should have real small numbers at the beginning of your stand here. 25, too expensive. 10, too expensive. 49, really too expensive. Here's a 1. I'll do a 1. If I was rich, I'd do higher ones, but I'm not. 25, too much. Still 1 here. This person's a premium member. Give him a 1. Okay, and back here. So you met our rounds. We took care of that. Let's now get out of here, and let's work on our own buttons. Okay, we're here in the Creator Hub. You want to go into your basic place. There's always one that you start off with. That's what I'm using in here. Go up here where it says Manage Experience. Let's scroll down here to Passes. Under Monetization and Passes, right there. And I got a bunch of game passes in here already set up. And I have a theme on these. Since my booth I'm using is a juice bar theme, I have a bunch of different juice bar images up here for the juice bar theme. Let me show you how I came up with all that stuff. I actually used AI for that. So I'll bring that up. And this right here inside of Google's Gemini program, which I like a lot. It's good at making graphics. So I asked Gemini to give me 30 different juice bar drink ideas to use as icons in Please Donate. Right there, just straightforward. And it gave me a whole bunch of ideas down here, all the way down to 30. And then I asked for square image samples of fruit-focused juice ideas. And it took a whole bunch of those and then gave me these nice images. And these are pretty good. Only problem is that inside of Please Donate, they use circle images and the lettering down here is cut off. So I took this over into Photoshop and moved the lettering up there, cleaned things out, did a bit of work on those, and spent about 2 hours cleaning up the images just to make them work inside of a circle format. Pretty straightforward, but a little bit of cut and paste and clone stamp tool and stuff to get all those cleaned up. Once I have my images ready, then went back over to the Creator Hub. We'll do that right now. And we're back here again. Let's take a look at one of the passes. And there's that image. So you can see I just took the lettering in here and moved it up, cleaned up that spot, and made sure it worked in a circle format. Pretty straightforward. I give it a little description, although this doesn't matter, inside of Please Donate. And for the name I have, Thanks for Donating. Let's go back to the passes again. And I want a bunch of passes. So I have passes in here starting off at 3 and then 4. I have 2 3s, 2 4s, a couple of 5s, one down here and one up here. And then one up from there, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000. And let's do 2 more huge buttons in here. We'll do one for 500,000 and one for 1 million. I don't know if I'll ever get that, but just in case, we'll go ahead, we'll make one. Okay, to make a new pass, click on Create a Pass. These are new images, click on Change. And I have them right here. I'm saving the chocolate charge for the 1 million. We'll do Watermelon Splash for this one. Click on that, choose Open. Here's our image. And then where it says Name, this is where we put in the Thanks for Donating. Exclamation point. There we go. And we don't really need to have a name on here, but I like putting in just a little something just for the heck of it. Once that's all set, come down, click on Create Pass. But we're not done yet. And then our new pass is at the bottom, right down here, because it's off sale. So click on that pass, bring this up. There's our icon. That's good. Now go over here into Sales, put Item for Sale. This is 500,000. Just like that. Huge one. Choose Save Changes. Back to Basic Settings. That all looks good. Okay, back to Passes. And that's our new top one up here. Now you won't see any icons over here until you hit the refresh button. So just refresh your window or hit the F5 key on your keyboard. That refreshes the window and there are the icons showing up. All right, let's do the big one now. Let's do a 1 million Robux Game Pass. Click on Create a Pass. Same thing, change. That's my chocolate one right there. That's my favorite. Give it a name. Thanks for donating. And this is the chocolate charge. And I'll call it a rich, pure, dark chocolate shake. And create pass. Same thing, go down to the bottom of your list. Find the new pass right here. Click on that. We've already done the image. There it is. Click on Sales, Item for Sale. And this is 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 1 million. Save changes. That looks good. Back to our passes. Hit the F5 key to refresh the window. And there we go. Okay, let's now go back into Please Donate and check these out. Make sure they're all working correctly and see how it looks. Okay, we're back in Please Donate. Let's set this up. I'll just grab this spot right over here. That looks good. Claim this one. There's our stand. It has all my juice bar look on it. So I'm wearing that hat. That's my juice bar hat. In here, the booth I'm using is this juice booth. I bought that one. And the text on top just says juice bar right now. We'll do more with fixing up the booth a little later on, but this is good for right now. And let's check out our passes. So I have a 3 and a 3. And you can see there's our nice pictures in there. It says thanks for donating. Notice that we don't have any description on that. So it doesn't really matter. That's in there kind of just for myself. There are 4 right here. And if you scroll over, there's a second 4. There's a 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, and all the way up to 1 million right there. And there's our chocolate charge. There we go. Okay, the booth is all set up with this great set of buttons. They look great. We'll roll over these. I like to roll over them and see what's going to be hiding in there. That'll be a lot of fun for them. And you may get better donations this way. Okay, so let's finish this off. I'll do one round in here and make some low donations. Again, don't have a lot of money, but I can donate anything that's 5 or less. That's 50. Too much. They're too greedy. That's 10. That's 50. Here we go. Here's somebody with a 4. I can do a 4. Let's donate to this one. There we go. And I can do a 2. I'll donate for 2. There we go. See, anything else is worth donating to? Here we go. Let's do this one. This one's a 2. I can do the 2. And don't forget, whenever you donate, you also get more gift bucks, and we can use those to buy better stands. So donating will help you out getting your better stand. Okay, I can do a 2 right here if I get this person out of my way. I'll do this one. That's good. And we can donate here for 4. I'll do 4. And there's 4. Here's a 1. Got that one. That was a 3. I like this stand. That's a good stand. I almost went with the train myself, but I like juice bar better. Okay, 30, too much. 5, that's the top of my limit. Let's do 5. There we go. And back home to my juice bar. Okay, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe as well. I do videos all the time. I'll be doing a lot more here about Please Donate and other ways of making Robux here inside of Roblox. So we can get out of the way of this guy. And I'll see you next time.